Hello everyone, ShadowRock here to tell you what you can expect this week in Rockman X DiVE. We got a lot of exciting details to cover, so let's get right into it. Before we get into the meat of the content however, there is a couple of maintenance updates that are going to happen on July 9th. The first is addressing the explosive blower weapon that came out along with the Sigma banner. There is a big issue with this weapon. Specifically, while the passive skill says that you're only supposed to be able to stun an opponent one time every 5 seconds, in reality, the explosive blower actually stuns someone on every single shot, thus breaking the meta of PvP in half and ushering us in the age of the poop transplant. But the season of poop transplant will be over soon because the X DiVE developers are going to be addressing it in the update. They will be updating the description for the shockwave skill to read that the target will be immobile for sure. And of course they're going to address the glitch where you paralyze someone every shot. They will be returning that to the intended one time every 5 seconds or one time every 4 seconds if you rank it up. For those of you who have pulled the explosive blower weapon in the banner already, the X DiVE developers are giving out compensation for everyone who has obtained the weapon before the maintenance. Otherwise, the era of poop transplant will be ending on Thursday, so you got 3 days from the time this video goes up to get up to GA rank in ranked. It shouldn't be too bad with how broken this weapon is at the moment. Next up, we discussed in the past how Iris is currently mute, but the X DiVE developers have been working on getting her a new set of voice lines, thanks to a brand new voice actor. And finally, that update that was promised is coming on July 9th along with everything else. Iris' new voice actress has been revealed to be Aya, and in my opinion, she does a great job. But don't take my word for it, take a listen for yourself.
私はアイリス。よろしくお願いします。私だってこれくらいよ。私になんて。ロックマン X ダイブ好評配信中。ようやくあなたとゼロ。
Oh my gosh, that zero at the end there. Oh, my heart. But yeah, Iris will be the first character other than Rico in this game that will have brand new voice lines recorded, since every other character in the game just reuses clips from past games. To be fair, it makes sense for Iris since she didn't have much in the way of battle lines, but I hope that giving characters new life through new voices becomes a trend going forward. Like I said, Aya does a really good job as Iris. She nailed that performance. But what do you think? Tell me your thoughts on Iris' new voice in the comments. And now we get into the meat of the content that's coming on Thursday. Today, the Rockman X DiVE producers, with a Rico cosplayer in tow, appeared on a program for Yahoo TV in Taiwan. There, they made several announcements about this week's update. It looks like we're going to be receiving quite the major update. So let's go down the list. Make sure to watch the footage behind the host in the background. I know it makes it harder to see, but that's all we got to work with right now. First up, the level cap will be raised to level 90, which means we're getting a lot more content to justify that level raise. During one part of the footage shown in the background, we see a new part of the cyberspace stages that we have not seen before, which leads me to believe that Story Mode Chapter 9 is indeed going to be the cyberspace stage from X4. It has been in co-op for a while, we've even had an event featuring it, so it was about time it got into story mode. We even know who's going to be the bosses for that story chapter, because today they announced 2 new bosses. The Metar Gigant from Mega Man X Command Mission. Oh yeah, more Command Mission. In the footage we do see Metar Gigant run towards Player San, just to topple over when he hits the wall. Aw, that's cute. The arena seen in the footage is in the factory stage, but that might be due to the challenge mode. Remember that Chill Penguin was in the cyberspace stage rather than the Air Force in his challenge mode stage as well. But then we have the big boy. Oh, I'm sorry, the little bit. Yep, it's Bit from Mega Man X3. No sign of bite here, but it appears Bits will work exactly like he did in X3, complete with those rings that stun you. Except instead of holding you in place, they outright just do a stun effect in X DiVE. Bit is seen in the cyberspace stage in this footage though, which lends further evidence to cyberspace being the next story chapter, as well as Bit being the boss of the stage. After all, both the Metar and Bit are seen in challenge mode, and usually when they add new bosses to challenge mode, that means they're gonna be in story mode. Guess we gotta wait a bit longer before we see Storm Eagle or Boomer Kuwanger come back. But the updates do not end there, because we're also getting even more levels added to the Jacob Orbital Elevator, this time levels 31 to 35. Oh, and that's not all, because it looks like they're also adding a third difficulty to Jacob's Orbital Elevator. Yeah, as if hard mode wasn't crazy enough with the double Steam Chameleons, and their 30 something HP bars each. I can only imagine how much help they're gonna have in the third difficulty. Oh my goodness. Who knows what kind of wackiness we're in for, but we'll find out soon enough. The last big announcement of the stream is the fact that, yep, you guessed it, Mega Man Zero is coming to X DiVE on Thursday, this week. They've even shown off his 3D model, and his artwork too, looking really sharp. It's also been confirmed that Mega Man Zero will be an A-rank character. Rumor has it that, like with classic Mega Man, you'll be able to obtain memories for Mega Man Zero through the upcoming collaboration event stage. It's also rumored that the banner coming up is going to feature Zero, Leviathan, who is the other teased Mega Man Zero character, and Rogue Sword from Mega Man Star Force 2, which you may remember was accidentally revealed in a previous livestream. We also saw a Copy X buster that was accidentally revealed, so I have no idea why they didn't just use Copy X for this banner. It would have made so much sense. But I guess using a weapon from a different series is just another deblog error. And if Zero is part of the banner, that means he's probably not going to be a login bonus like classic Mega Man was. You either gotta play the event, or you gotta pull him. And I recommend waiting to pull him first, that way you can put those memories towards ranking him up. He's only an A rank, so you're going to be able to unlock him eventually. Oh, and by the way, it has been confirmed the skills are indeed the Shield Boomerang and Z-Knuckle. That's all for our news today, but there is a couple other things I wanted to mention. First of all, there is a code on screen right now that you can put into the official website, link in the description below, in order to get yourself 50 elemental medals, some boxes, and some other things too. You got until July 9th to do that. But the really interesting thing is the fact that the producers over at Yahoo TV Taiwan actually used two pieces of artwork that were made by fans. Yeah, they weren't official artworks. So they ended up using Tommy Case's original X and some artwork of Mega Man Volnut by Mumumer. All was good though, because shortly after the show, one of the people responsible from Yahoo TV actually contacted Tommy Case, apologizing for what happened, and they also decided to put links and credit to both of the artists in the description of the video. Good on them for doing that, but let this be a hard lesson learned that you shouldn't go googling and putting in the most minimal effort trying to find promo materials for your promotions. They really should have just contacted Capcom themselves for the official artwork, or at least put in the minimal amount of effort to find some actual official artwork, because there's a bunch of them everywhere, like on the Mega Man Wiki. The only one I can understand is the original X, because there really is no official artwork of the original X from the Mega Man Zero series. He's always either shrouded or not represented that well. But hey, maybe this will prompt X DiVE to make an original X artwork themselves and add him to the game. The Mega Man Volnut one though, there's no excuse for that, especially since they used official Mega Man Star Force artwork in the video, just not Volnut. I'm glad everything turned out well in the end though. That's all for today's Rockman X DiVE update, but I'm sure we're gonna hear even more stuff soon, like about the upcoming event stage. So stay tuned to ShadowRockZX for all that, more X DiVE, and more Mega Man. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, rock on, have a great day.